Have you ever yawned, stretched your arms high above your head, and instantly felt completely alive again?
That feeling when your whole body just says thank you after a good stretch. That's what we're talking about today.
Welcome back to the English Podcast for Listening and Speaking, everyone.
I'm Brian, and this is Emily, who probably stretched dramatically before we started recording.
I did. I stretched my arms slowly and rolled my shoulders back because I've been sitting at my computer all morning.
And that's exactly why today's topic is so important. Stretching isn't just for athletes or yoga enthusiasts.
It's a daily superpower that everyone can use to feel better, move better, and even think more clearly.
Emily's calling stretching a superpower now, but she's actually not wrong about the benefits.
Today we're exploring why stretching is absolutely essential for your health and happiness.
And while we learn about flexibility and muscle tension, we'll also practice some useful English grammar.
We're focusing on imperatives, those direct commands like stretch your legs or breathe deeply.
Plus adverbs of manner, which describe how you do something. Stretch gently, not aggressively.
Don't worry, we won't make this feel like a boring grammar lesson.
We'll learn these patterns naturally through conversation about stretching and movement.
Because language learning should feel as good as a perfect morning stretch.
Emily's comparing grammar to physical exercise now.
Why not? Both require consistent practice and make you feel accomplished when you do them regularly.
Before Emily gets too philosophical about stretching in English, let's ask our listeners something important.
Right. We want to know, when do you stretch the most during your day?
Are you a morning stretcher who likes to wake up your muscles gently?
Or do you stretch desperately at your desk when your neck feels incredibly stiff from computer work?
Maybe you're the type who stretches carefully after workouts or evening walks.
Comment below and tell us your stretching habits. We're genuinely curious about how people move throughout their day.
And if you never stretch, don't worry. Emily will probably convince you to start by the end of this episode.
I absolutely will, because there are so many simple ways to add stretching to any routine.
See? She's already started her stretching evangelism campaign.
But seriously, stretching is one of those things that costs nothing, takes very little time, and makes everything else feel easier.
It's like maintenance for your body. Small, consistent actions that prevent bigger problems later.
Exactly. Just like learning English, regular practice with simple exercises creates amazing long-term results.
Emily's finding metaphors everywhere between stretching and language learning.
Because they really are connected. When your body feels good, your brain works better, including for learning new languages.
That's actually scientifically accurate. Physical movement and mental performance are closely linked.
See, I'm not just being dramatic about the power of stretching.
Though Emily is dramatic about most things health-related.
Dramatic maybe, but effective? I want everyone to experience how amazing it feels to move freely without tension or stiffness.
And we want everyone to practice using imperatives naturally. Commands like stretch slowly or breathe deeply.
These are super useful grammar patterns for giving advice, instructions, or encouragement in English.
Plus, they're perfect for talking about health, exercise, and daily routines.
So today you're getting practical life advice and practical English skills all in one episode.
Emily's promising to transform both your flexibility and your grammar in under an hour.
No pressure, right? But honestly, both stretching and imperatives are easier than people think.
The key is practice without perfectionism. Just like with physical movement, language learning works best when you're gentle with yourself.
Speaking of gentle, remember to like and share this episode if you're finding it helpful.
And subscribe to our channel so you never miss our conversations about health, habits, and English learning.
We love creating content that actually improves your daily life while building your language confidence.
Emily gets genuinely excited about helping people feel better through simple changes.
Because small improvements in how you move and communicate can create big changes in how you experience every single day.
And now Emily's getting inspirational before we've even covered the basic benefits of stretching.
I can't help it. I get enthusiastic about topics that have personally transformed how I feel in my body.
Fair enough. Your energy about this topic is actually pretty convincing.
Just wait until we dive deeper. By the end of this episode, everyone will understand why stretching deserves a place in their daily routine.
Along with some solid English grammar practice and useful vocabulary for talking about health and movement.
It's going to be educational, practical, and hopefully fun too.
As long as Emily doesn't try to make us all do yoga poses while practicing imperatives.
Don't give me ideas! Though stretching while learning English could be the next big language learning trend.
All right, everyone. Let's start exploring why stretching matters so much for your physical and mental well-being.
Get ready to discover how something so simple can make such a huge difference in how you feel every day.
And remember, we're here to make both stretching and English grammar feel approachable and enjoyable.
Okay, everyone, let's talk about why stretching is absolutely essential for feeling amazing in your own body.
The benefits go way beyond just touching your toes or doing impressive yoga poses.
Right! Stretching is about flexibility, which means your muscles and joints can move freely without feeling tight or restricted.
Flexibility keeps your body functioning smoothly as you age, like oil in a machine.
And here's something most people don't realize. Stretching improves blood flow throughout your entire body.
Emily's about to explain how stretching solves every health problem known to humanity.
Not every problem, but seriously, when you stretch your muscles gently, you help blood circulate more effectively.
Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your tissues, which helps with recovery and energy levels.
Plus, stretching helps with posture, which is huge for people who sit at desks all day.
Let me guess, Emily has strong opinions about desk posture and computer slouching.
I do. I used to sit hunched over my computer for hours, and my shoulders felt like rocks by the end of the day.
Emily's shoulders apparently turned to stone from poor posture habits.
They felt that way. But when I started stretching my neck and shoulders regularly, the tension just melted away.
Posture refers to how you hold your body when sitting, standing, or moving, and it affects everything from breathing to confidence.
Good posture makes you look taller, feel stronger, and actually helps your internal organs function better too.
Though Emily still needs reminders to sit up straight during our recording sessions.
Hey, old habits take time to change, but stretching definitely helps me remember to hold my body properly.
That's where imperatives come in handy for giving yourself movement reminders throughout the day.
Yes, like stretch your arms overhead or roll your shoulders back slowly.
Notice how Emily used slowly there. That's an adverb of manner, describing how to perform the stretching movement.
You don't want to stretch quickly or aggressively. That can actually cause injury instead of helping.
Emily learned this the hard way, didn't you?
Maybe. I used to think stretching meant pushing my muscles as far as possible, as fast as possible.
Stretch gently or breathe deeply. These adverbs tell us the right way to approach movement.
And stretching isn't just physical. It has amazing effects on stress and mental tension too.
When your muscles relax, your nervous system gets the message that it's safe to calm down.
There's something so peaceful about taking a few minutes to stretch mindfully and breathe deeply.
Emily's discovered that stretching is basically meditation in motion.
Kind of. When you focus on your body and breathe slowly, your mind naturally becomes quieter and more focused.
So stretching solves physical tension, mental stress, and probably world peace, according to Emily.
Maybe not world peace, but definitely personal peace. When my body feels loose and limber, I feel so much more relaxed overall.
Limber is a great word. It means flexible and able to move easily without stiffness.
I love that word. It's good to be limber sounds so much better than it's good to not be stiff.
And being limber helps prevent injuries during daily activities, not just during exercise.
Like I used to pull muscles just reaching for things on high shelves because my body was so tight.
Emily's daily life was apparently full of minor stretching emergencies.
It was, but now I can reach, bend, and move confidently because I keep my muscles flexible through regular stretching.
That's the difference between maintaining your body versus waiting until something hurts to pay attention.
Exactly. Stretching is like preventive maintenance. You do it consistently so bigger problems don't develop later.
Though some people only stretch when they're already feeling stiff or sore.
Which brings us to our question for listeners. Do you stretch every day or only when your body feels stiff?
Are you proactive with stretching or reactive when pain forces you to pay attention?
There's no judgment either way. We just want to understand how most people approach flexibility and movement.
Though Emily will probably try to convert all the reactive stretchers into daily stretching enthusiasts.
Guilty as charged. Because once you experience how good it feels to move freely without tension, you never want to go back.
The key is finding sustainable approaches that fit your lifestyle and preferences.
Right! Some people love long stretching sessions. Others prefer quick movement breaks throughout the day.
Both approaches work as long as you're consistent about keeping your body mobile and flexible.
And using those imperatives to remind yourself. Stretch your neck gently, or take 3 deep breaths slowly.
Emily's turning stretching reminders into English grammar practice.
Why not? If you're going to talk to yourself about movement, might as well use proper imperative form.
Fair point. Self-care instructions are perfect for practicing command structures in English.
Plus, when you use gentle language with yourself, you're more likely to actually follow through with healthy habits.
Stretch slowly and breathe deeply.
Sounds more appealing than harsh self-criticism about flexibility.
Exactly. The way you talk to yourself about movement affects how you feel about taking care of your body.
Emily's connecting language, psychology, and physical wellness all through stretching conversations.
Ha 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 ha! Everything's connected! That's why we love combining practical health advice with useful English practice.
Speaking of practice, comment below and tell us, what's the biggest benefit you've noticed from stretching?
Is it better flexibility, less tension, improved posture, or something else entirely?
Or if you don't stretch regularly, tell us what excuse you're planning to give up after this episode.
Brian's calling everyone out on their stretching avoidance strategies.
Sometimes gentle accountability helps people start beneficial habits they've been postponing.
And remember, you don't need to be flexible to start stretching. You stretch to become flexible.
That's actually profound wisdom, disguised as stretching advice.
Next, we're diving into the emotional side of stretching and how it affects your mood and mental state.
Get ready for Emily's passionate explanation of the mind-body connection in movement.
Now let's talk about something really fascinating. The deep connection between stretching and your emotional well-being.
Here comes Emily's theory about how touching your toes can cure depression.
Not cure, but definitely help. When you release physical tension in your muscles, you often release emotional tension too.
That's actually scientifically supported. Physical stress and emotional stress are stored in similar ways throughout the body.
Right, like when I'm feeling anxious or overwhelmed, I can literally feel that stress sitting in my shoulders and neck.
Tension refers to that tight, uncomfortable feeling when your muscles contract and won't fully relax.
And the amazing thing is, when you stretch those tense areas gently, the emotional feelings often release along with the physical tightness.
Emily discovered that her shoulders were storing her entire emotional history.
Maybe not my entire history, but definitely my daily stress. When I stretch my neck and shoulders slowly, I feel so much calmer mentally.
Calm describes that peaceful, settled feeling when your nervous system isn't in fight or flight mode.
Exactly. Stretching signals to your brain that everything is okay and you can relax safely.
So stretching is basically therapy that doesn't require talking about your feelings.
Kind of. Though I still think talking about feelings is important too.
But there's something powerful about working with emotions through physical movement rather than just mental analysis.
Yes. Sometimes your body knows what you need before your mind figures it out.
This is where imperatives become really useful for self-care. You can give yourself gentle commands for emotional regulation.
Like, stretch gently when you're feeling stressed, or breathe deeply when anxiety starts building.
Or stretch aggressively But don't blame me if you fall over and feel worse, emotionally and physically.
No aggressive stretching. That defeats the whole purpose of calming your nervous system.
The adverb gently is crucial here. It describes the mindful, careful approach that actually creates emotional benefits.
Right. You want to stretch slowly, breathe softly, and move mindfully to get those good feelings.
Those adverbs of manner, slowly, softly, mindfully, they describe the quality of movement that makes stretching emotionally healing.
And here's something interesting. Different types of stretches can create different emotional states.
Emily's about to assign specific feelings to various body parts.
Well, hip stretches do tend to release a lot of stored emotion. Hips are where we hold tension from sitting and from stress.
There is research suggesting that certain areas of the body tend to store particular types of psychological tension.
When I do deep hip stretches, I sometimes feel unexpectedly emotional, like old feelings are finally getting released.
Emily cries during yoga class and calls it emotional release.
Sometimes I do, but it feels so good afterward, like my body and mind both feel lighter and clearer.
So stretching is emotional archaeology for Emily.
That's actually a perfect description. You're uncovering and releasing old tension patterns that have been stuck in your muscles.
And when you release chronic muscle tension, your overall mood and energy levels often improve dramatically.
I used to think I was just naturally anxious, but a lot of my anxiety was actually physical tension disguised as mental worry.
Emily discovered that her personality was partially determined by muscle tightness.
Partially. When my body feels relaxed and loose, I'm naturally more optimistic and patient with people.
That makes sense. Physical discomfort affects mental state, and physical comfort promotes emotional well-being.
And stretching is one of the fastest ways to shift from discomfort to comfort in your own body.
Unlike many mood interventions, stretching provides almost immediate feedback about how you're feeling.
Right. Within minutes of stretching, you can feel tension melting away and calmness settling in.
Emily's stretching sessions sound more dramatic than most people's therapy appointments.
Maybe I'm just very in touch with my body's responses. But I think everyone can feel these changes if they pay attention.
The key is stretching with awareness, rather than just going through mechanical motions.
Yes! When you stretch mindfully and breathe consciously, you're actively participating in your own emotional regulation.
Emily's making stretching sound like a meditation retreat.
Why not? If something so simple can help you feel more centered and peaceful, why not approach it with that level of intention?
There's wisdom in treating everyday activities as opportunities for mindfulness and self-care.
Exactly. Instead of stretching distractedly while watching TV, try stretching attentively while focusing on how your body feels.
Emily wants everyone to have profound spiritual experiences through basic flexibility exercises.
Not spiritual necessarily, but definitely more aware and connected to your own physical and emotional state.
And that awareness helps you recognize what your body needs before tension builds up to uncomfortable levels.
Right. You start noticing when stress is accumulating, and you can address it through movement before it becomes overwhelming.
Prevention through stretching, rather than crisis management through painkillers.
Exactly. Your body gives you signals all day long. Stretching helps you listen to those signals and respond appropriately.
So stretching becomes a form of emotional intelligence applied to physical self-care.
I love that description. You're learning to communicate with your body and respond to its needs with kindness.
Emily's having a full conversation with her muscular system, apparently.
Why not? If your body is constantly giving you information about stress, comfort, and needs, shouldn't you listen?
That brings us to our question for listeners. What emotion do you feel most often after stretching?
Do you feel relief when tension releases? Or calm when your nervous system settles down?
Maybe you feel energized when blood flow improves. Or simply more aware of your body in space.
Or maybe you feel skeptical that stretching could possibly affect emotions and you want to test it for yourself.
Emily's challenging the skeptics to conduct their own stretching and mood experiments.
I am! Because the best way to understand this mind-body connection is to experience it personally through consistent practice.
Comment below and tell us what you notice emotionally when you take time to stretch mindfully and breathe deeply.
Next, we're getting practical about how to fit stretching into your actual daily routine without making it complicated or time-consuming. All right, everyone. Let's get super practical about how to actually fit stretching into your real, busy, daily life.
Because knowing stretching is beneficial doesn't help if you can't figure out when and how to do it consistently.
Right! I used to think stretching required special clothes, yoga mats, and lots of free time.
Emily thought stretching was only for people with Instagram-worthy home studios and flexible schedules.
Exactly! But now I stretch in my pajamas, at my desk, and even while waiting for coffee to brew.
The key is identifying small moments throughout your day where stretching fits naturally into existing routines.
Let's start with morning stretching. Even before you get out of bed, you can stretch your arms overhead slowly.
Stretch your arms overhead. That's a perfect imperative for morning self-care.
Yes! And then when you stand up, roll your shoulders back gently and take 3 deep breaths.
Emily's turning the first 5 minutes of waking up into a full-body activation sequence.
Why not? Your body has been still for hours. It wants to move and stretch before starting the day.
Morning stretching helps improve circulation and mental alertness as you transition from sleep to activity.
Plus, when you start your day with intentional movement, you feel more energized and positive about everything else.
Emily credits her entire personality to her morning stretching ritual.
Maybe, but seriously, those few minutes set such a good tone for handling whatever the day brings.
Now let's talk about desk stretching, which is crucial for people who work at computers.
This is where imperatives become super useful for talking yourself through workplace wellness.
Emily gives herself stretching commands throughout the workday.
I do. Every hour I tell myself, stand up now and roll your neck slowly from side to side.
Stand up now. Notice how that imperative creates immediate action rather than postponing movement.
Right. If I say, I should probably stand up, I might ignore myself, but stand up now feels more urgent.
Emily's discovered that commanding herself works better than politely suggesting healthy choices.
Sometimes you have to be firm with yourself about self-care.
Stretch your shoulders back. Gets results.
And for desk workers, posture corrections throughout the day prevent that end-of-workday tension buildup.
Yes! Instead of waiting until your neck feels like concrete, you address stiffness before it becomes painful.
Breathe deeply and release your shoulders. That's preventative medicine through simple movement.
And here's a secret. You can stretch at your desk without anyone noticing.
Emily's become a master of stealth workplace stretching.
Exactly. Ankle circles under your desk, gentle neck rolls, shoulder blade squeezes, all invisible to coworkers.
Squeeze your shoulder blades together is a great desk stretch that improves posture instantly.
And if you can step away from your desk, walk to the window and stretch your arms overhead feels amazing.
Emily treats office buildings like personal stretching gymnasiums.
Why not use the space you have? Hallways are perfect for calf stretches and arm circles.
The key is making movement feel normal and accessible rather than requiring special equipment or locations.
Exactly. Now let's talk about evening stretching, which is perfect for winding down after busy days.
Emily probably has elaborate bedtime stretching ceremonies.
Not elaborate, but definitely intentional. Sit on your bed and stretch your legs forward slowly.
Evening stretching helps transition your body from daytime activity to nighttime rest and recovery.
Yes! Breathe deeply and let your shoulders drop. That simple instruction helps your nervous system prepare for sleep.
And gentle stretching before bed can improve sleep quality by releasing accumulated daily tension.
Plus, it's a lovely way to check in with your body and appreciate how it carried you through the day.
Emily's stretching sessions include gratitude practices for her muscular system.
Sometimes. Your body works so hard for you. A few minutes of gentle stretching feels like saying thank you.
That attitude makes stretching feel like self-compassion rather than another item on your to-do list.
Right. Treat your body gently should be everyone's daily motto.
Emily's creating inspirational stretching mantras for daily motivation.
Why not? If you're going to talk to yourself about movement, make it encouraging and kind.
Speaking of encouragement, let's give our listeners some specific imperatives they can use today.
Yes, stand up every hour and stretch your arms overhead for 30 seconds.
Roll your shoulders back 5 times whenever you feel tension building.
Take 3 deep breaths and stretch your neck gently to each side.
Emily and I are basically creating a stretching command manual for busy people.
Exactly. Simple, clear instructions that anyone can follow without special training or equipment.
The beauty of imperatives is they create immediate action rather than lengthy deliberation about movement.
And when you follow through on these small commands to yourself, you build trust in your ability to take care of your body.
Emily's connecting self-care imperatives to self-confidence and personal reliability.
It's true. Every time you honor your body's need for movement, you're proving to yourself that your well-being matters.
Stretching as a pathway to self-respect and personal empowerment.
Why not? Small, consistent actions that make you feel better absolutely build confidence and self-trust.
All right, listeners, here's your practical challenge from this section.
Comment below and tell us one specific stretch you will add to your routine this week.
Will you try morning arm stretches, hourly desk shoulder rolls, or evening gentle neck releases?
Pick something that feels doable for your lifestyle and commit to trying it for just 7 days.
Use imperative language in your comment. I will stretch my, rather than I might try to.
Because the way you talk about goals affects how likely you are to actually achieve them.
Emily wants everyone to command themselves into better flexibility habits.
Exactly. Sometimes gentle self-direction is exactly what our bodies need to feel cared for and appreciated. Now let's talk about one of the most important stretching topics: when to stretch around your workouts and exercise.
This is where a lot of people get confused about timing and what types of stretching work best before versus after physical activity.
I used to think all stretching was the same, so I do the exact same routine before and after every workout.
Emily discovered that her pre-workout and post-workout stretching needs are actually completely different.
Exactly. Now I understand that warming up and cooling down serve totally different purposes for your body.
Warm up means preparing your body for activity by gradually increasing blood flow and muscle temperature.
So before exercise, you want to move dynamically and warm up gradually, rather than doing deep static stretches.
Dynamic stretching includes movements like arm circles, leg swings, and gentle twisting motions that activate muscles.
Yes. Swing your arms in circles, or march in place and lift your knees high. These get your blood flowing.
Emily's pre-workout routine probably looks like an energetic dance party.
Kind of. I do arm swings, hip circles, and light bouncing movements to wake up my entire body.
While carefully avoiding any deep stretches that might actually relax her muscles before exercise.
Right. Deep stretching before exercise can actually decrease power and performance because it makes your muscles too relaxed.
Warm up actively, don't stretch deeply.
That's the key imperative for pre-workout preparation.
Your muscles need to be alert and ready for action, not totally loose and floppy.
Emily just described the difference between being limber and being limp.
Exactly. Limber means flexible and responsive, while limp means loose and lacking strength.
Before exercise, you want to be limber and energized, not deeply relaxed and sleepy.
So warm-up imperatives sound like move your joints through their full range or activate your muscles gently.
Emily's giving her muscles pep talks before workouts now.
Why not? Wake up, muscles, get ready to work is much more motivating than silent stretching.
And after exercise, the goals shift completely toward recovery and cooling down gradually.
Yes. Cool down slowly and stretch deeply becomes the post-workout approach.
Emily's post-workout routine is probably the complete opposite of her pre-workout energy.
Totally different. After exercise, I want to breathe slowly and hold stretches longer to help my muscles recover.
Cool down refers to gradually returning your heart rate and body temperature to resting levels.
And this is when deep stretching feels amazing because your muscles are warm and ready to lengthen safely.
Post-workout stretching helps prevent stiffness and supports recovery by improving circulation to worked muscles.
Plus, it feels so good to stretch deeply when your muscles are warm from exercise.
Emily treats post-workout stretching like a reward for surviving her energetic workouts.
It is a reward. Stretch gently and appreciate your body's hard work. That's my post-exercise motto.
That attitude makes stretching feel like celebration rather than obligation.
Exactly! Your muscles just carried you through a workout. They deserve some gentle, loving attention.
Emily's muscles apparently expect gratitude and recognition for their service.
They should! Thank your body and stretch slowly creates such a positive relationship with exercise.
And proper post-workout stretching can reduce soreness and improve flexibility over time.
Yes! Hold each stretch for 30 seconds and breathe deeply. Helps your muscles release tension gradually.
Though Emily probably holds her stretches much longer than 30 seconds because she gets emotionally attached.
Sometimes I do. When a stretch feels particularly good, I might hold it for a minute or more.
Emily's post-workout stretching sessions turn into extended meditation retreats.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying the process. Stretch mindfully and listen to your body should be everyone's approach.
Speaking of approach, different types of exercise call for different stretching strategies.
Oh yes. After yoga class, I need gentle restorative stretches. But after running, I need more focused leg stretches.
Adapt your stretching to your activity. That's advanced body awareness right there.
Right. Stretch your calves and hamstrings thoroughly after running, but stretch your whole body gently after yoga.
Emily has developed a comprehensive stretching prescription system for different workout types.
I've learned what my body needs. After strength training, focus on the muscles you worked most intensely.
And recovery stretching helps prevent that next day stiffness that makes people avoid exercise.
Yes! Stretch consistently after workouts and you'll feel so much better the following day.
It's like maintenance for your muscular system. Small investments that pay big dividends later.
Plus, post-workout stretching creates a natural transition from high energy to calm relaxation.
Emily uses stretching as psychological closure for her exercise sessions.
Why not? End your workout peacefully and stretch gratefully. Feels so much better than just stopping abruptly.
Emily's workouts have emotional story arcs with stretching as the satisfying conclusion.
They do. Exercise should feel like a complete experience, not just random physical exertion.
That philosophy probably helps with exercise consistency and enjoyment.
Definitely. When you approach movement holistically, including proper warm-up and cool-down, everything feels more intentional.
An intentional movement tends to be more sustainable than rushed or careless exercise habits.
Plan your stretching as carefully as your workout. That's advanced self-care thinking.
Emily's treating stretching with the same respect most people reserve for their actual exercise routines.
Because it deserves that respect. Stretching is just as important for your body as the main workout.
All right, listeners, here's our question about exercise and stretching preferences.
Do you prefer stretching before exercise to prepare your body or after exercise to help with recovery?
Are you team warm-up or team cool-down when it comes to your favorite stretching moments?
Maybe you're like me and you love both, but for completely different reasons.
Or maybe you avoid stretching entirely around exercise and you're planning to change that after this episode.
Comment below and tell us your stretching and exercise preferences.
And remember to use imperatives in your comment. I will warm up before, or I should stretch after.
Next, we're diving into our grammar workshop where we'll practice imperatives and adverbs of manner through fun, interactive exercises.
All right, everyone, it's time for our grammar workshop where we dive deeper into imperatives and adverbs of manner.
This is going to be so fun. We're going to practice these grammar patterns using all the stretching vocabulary we've learned.
Emily's about to demonstrate how enthusiastic grammar instruction can get when it involves physical movement.
Let's start with imperatives, those direct commands that tell someone exactly what to do.
Imperatives are perfect for giving instructions, advice, or encouragement, which makes them super useful for health and fitness conversations.
Right. Instead of saying you should stretch your arms, just say stretch your arms. It's so much more direct.
Notice how Emily dropped the subject you. That's how imperatives work in English. The subject is implied.
So, breathe deeply is much better than you need to breathe deeply when you're giving someone stretching advice.
Emily's discovered that imperatives sound less preachy than longer instructional sentences.
Exactly. Roll your shoulders back feels supportive, while you really should roll your shoulders back sounds judgmental.
And imperatives work perfectly for self-talk during stretching routines.
Yes, I give myself commands all the time. Stand up straight or take 3 deep breaths.
Emily's constant self-directed imperatives probably sound like she's coaching herself through life.
I am. Stretch gently, Emily. Works better than, Emily, you might want to consider stretching gently, maybe?
That brings us to adverbs of manner, which describe how an action is performed.
Oh, I love adverbs. They make imperatives so much more specific and helpful.
Emily's about to demonstrate her extensive adverb knowledge through stretching examples.
Watch this. Stretch quickly versus stretch slowly. Totally different instructions with totally different results.
Impressed, the adverb slowly tells us the quality and pace of the stretching movement.
Right. Breathe deeply is different from breathe lightly. The adverb changes everything about the instruction.
Emily's getting excited about how adverbs modify verbs to create precise directions.
They're like volume controls for actions. Move gently versus move aggressively, completely different experiences.
Though Emily probably never follows move aggressively instructions when it comes to stretching.
Never. I always tell myself, stretch mindfully or breathe consciously. Those adverbs create the right mindset.
Now let's practice some combinations with our repeat after me drill.
Ooh, this is like a stretching and grammar workout combined.
Everyone listening, repeat these imperatives with adverbs of manner after me.
First one, stretch your legs now.
Great! Notice how now adds urgency to the imperative.
Next, stretch gently, not quickly.
Emily's emphasizing the not quickly part because she's learned this lesson the hard way.
I have. Stretch gently prevents injury, while stretch quickly creates problems.
Now try breathe deeply.
Feel how different that sounds from just breathe. The adverb makes it so much more specific.
One more. Roll your shoulders slowly.
I'm doing this one right now while we're talking. Slowly makes it feel so much more intentional.
Emily's practicing her own imperatives during our grammar lesson.
Why not? Practice actively, not passively. That's how you really learn grammar pattern.
Emily just created a meta-imperative about learning imperative.
I did. Let me try some more. Listen carefully and practice consistently.
Those are perfect examples of imperatives with adverbs that create clear, actionable instructions.
And notice how they sound encouraging rather than demanding when you use the right adverbs.
Emily's discovered that adverb choice affects the emotional tone of imperatives.
Stretch harshly sounds awful, but stretch lovingly sounds beautiful.
Emily's treating adverbs like mood enhancers for movement instructions.
They are! Move gracefully creates a completely different experience than move clumsily.
Though move clumsily isn't actually an imperative you'd give someone intentionally.
Unless you're teaching them what not to do. Don't move clumsily. There's a negative imperative.
Good point. Negative imperatives use don't plus the base verb. Don't stretch aggressively.
Right. Don't hold your breath or don't push too hard. Negative imperatives are super important for safe stretching.
Emily's collecting both positive and negative imperatives for her personal stretching safety manual.
I am. Do breathe steadily and don't force the stretch. Both types help create good movement habits.
Now let's address some common mistakes with imperatives and adverbs.
Oh, I probably make these mistakes all the time. Go ahead and correct me.
Emily's volunteering to be our grammar mistake demonstration model.
How about this? You should stretch slowly your muscles.
Emily just created a sentence that breaks multiple English grammar rules simultaneously.
I tried to make it really wrong. What should it be?
Just stretch your muscles slowly. Imperative, object. Then adverb of manner.
Oh, so the adverb goes at the end, not randomly in the middle.
Right. And no you should to in imperatives, just the base verb form.
Let me try again. Breathe deeply and stretch gently.
Perfect. 2 imperatives with appropriate adverbs of manner.
I'm getting the hang of this. How about move slowly and listen carefully to your body?
Excellent. You've mastered the imperative plus adverb pattern.
This is actually really helpful for giving clear, kind instructions to yourself and others.
Emily's discovered that good grammar makes self-care instructions more effective.
It does! Stretch gently is so much clearer than try to maybe stretch in a gentle way, possibly.
All right, listeners, here's your practice challenge from this grammar workshop.
Write 1 imperative sentence in the comments using an adverb of manner.
It can be about stretching, exercise, or any other activity you want to give advice about.
Like walk confidently, or sleep peacefully, or learn enthusiastically.
Emily's creating motivational imperatives for every aspect of daily life.
Why not? Good grammar should make everything in life sound more encouraging and clear.
Remember to use the pattern imperative verb plus object if needed plus adverb of manner.
And make it something positive and helpful. We want to practice grammar that actually improves people's lives.
Emily's turning grammar practice into life coaching through imperative sentences.
Exactly. Practice purposefully and improve consistently. That's my motto for both grammar and stretching. Wow, what an amazing journey we've been on together today, exploring stretching, flexibility, and English grammar.
We covered everything from the physical benefits of stretching to the emotional release that comes with mindful movement.
And we learned how to use imperatives and adverbs of manner to give ourselves better self-care instructions.
Emily managed to connect muscle tension, emotional well-being, and English grammar into one comprehensive life improvement system.
Why not? Everything's connected. When you take care of your body mindfully, you improve your physical health, emotional state, and communication skills.
Emily's discovered that stretching is actually a gateway to total life optimization.
Maybe it is. When you start your day by telling yourself stretch gently and breathe deeply, you're setting up success in so many areas.
Let's review some of the key imperatives we learned today for our listeners.
Yes! For morning routines, stretch your arms overhead slowly when you wake up.
For workplace wellness, stand up every hour and roll your shoulders back gently.
For emotional regulation, breathe deeply and release tension mindfully when you feel stressed.
And for post-exercise recovery, cool down gradually and stretch your worked muscles thoroughly.
See how much more helpful these instructions are when they include specific adverbs of manner.
Emily's creating a comprehensive stretching command manual for optimal daily living.
I am. Because when you know exactly how to move your body safely and effectively, you're more likely to actually do it.
And consistent, small movements throughout the day add up to significant improvements in flexibility and well-being.
Right. You don't need hour-long yoga sessions to benefit from stretching. Just move mindfully and stretch briefly several times daily. You have to...
Emily's championing the micro-stretching movement for busy people everywhere.
Why not? Stretch efficiently, not extensively, might be the perfect motto for modern life.
Emily just created another motivational imperative for time-conscious wellness enthusiasts.
And remember, the way you talk to yourself about movement affects how you feel about taking care of your body.
Stretch lovingly creates a different internal experience than stretch because you have to.
Exactly. Self-compassionate imperatives make healthy habits feel like gifts to yourself rather than obligations.
That mindset shift probably increases long-term consistency with stretching routines.
Definitely. When stretching feels good emotionally and physically, you want to keep doing it.
Emily's psychological approach to flexibility is surprisingly sophisticated for someone who giggles at her own shoulder movements.
Hey, giggling during stretching is actually perfect. It shows you're relaxed and enjoying the process.
Fair point. Laughter and movement are both natural stress relievers.
Plus, when you approach stretching playfully, you're more likely to listen to your body instead of forcing uncomfortable positions.
Emily's discovered that humor and flexibility go hand in hand.
They do. Stretch joyfully and laugh freely. That's advanced self-care right there.
Speaking of advanced, let's talk about what our listeners should focus on first.
If you're new to stretching, start with choose one simple stretch and practice it consistently for 1 week.
Emily's recommending baby steps rather than attempting immediate flexibility transformation.
Small, consistent actions create bigger changes than dramatic, unsustainable efforts.
And if you're already stretching regularly, add mindful breathing and emotional awareness to your existing routine. Exclamation point.
Yes! Breathe consciously while stretching can transform mechanical movements into meaningful self-care practices.
For our English learners, practice imperatives and adverbs of manner in your daily self-talk.
Right. Instead of thinking, I should probably stretch, maybe command yourself clearly. Stretch gently now.
Emily wants everyone to become their own personal wellness coach through better grammar usage.
Why not? Clear, kind instructions to yourself create better results than vague, wishy-washy suggestions.
Emily's turning English grammar into a tool for personal empowerment and body awareness.
Everything's connected. Good communication with yourself supports good care for yourself.
That's actually a profound insight about the relationship between language and self-care.
And speaking of communication, we want to hear from all of you about your stretching experiences.
Comment below and tell us one thing from today's episode that you're going to try this week.
Will you experiment with morning arm stretches, hourly desk movements, or evening relaxation stretches?
Maybe you'll practice giving yourself encouraging imperatives instead of harsh self-criticism about flexibility.
Impressed. Or perhaps you'll explore the emotional benefits of mindful stretching and conscious breathing.
Whatever resonates with you, start simply and practice consistently. That's the key to lasting change.
And remember, you don't need to be flexible to start stretching. You stretch to become flexible.
Emily's final wisdom sounds like a stretching fortune cookie message.
Good! If stretching advice can't fit on a fortune cookie, it's probably too complicated for daily life.
Emily's philosophy of accessibility applies to both movement and motivation.
Before we sign off, let's remind everyone about next week's episode topic.
Next week, we're exploring healthy sleep habits and how proper rest affects every aspect of your well-being.
We'll learn imperatives for bedtime routines and adverbs for describing sleep quality.
Plus, practical tips for improving sleep naturally without relying on medication or complicated protocols.
I'm especially excited to discuss how evening stretching can improve sleep quality.
Emily's planning to connect next week's sleep topic back to today's stretching enthusiasm.
Of course! Sleep peacefully and stretch gently are perfect companion practices for overall wellness.
Until next week, everyone, move mindfully, speak clearly, and take care of yourselves.
From all of us here at English and Wellness, stretch lovingly and learn enthusiastically.
Emily couldn't resist one final imperative with adverbs of manner as our closing statement.
Perfect grammar and perfect self-care. What better way to end our time together?